Good morning. How are you today? Well, we have some rain. You may not be able to see it, but we have it. It was a little stronger a few moments ago, so it may come back. I suppose it's part of what hit Louisiana. Nothing like it could have been if it hadn't diminished into a storm along the way. The curse that some politicians recount is the Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times. And usually what that means is challenging times, difficult times. And it seems to me that at almost every level, both political, natural, societal, we have very major problems. And this is no time for people to bend and bow to simple solutions or to perfidy, to lies. Texas has passed its voting bill that will compromise the right of people to vote. It's going to the desk of the governor today, I believe, and he's obviously going to sign it. He had called several sessions in order to make it happen, threatened to arrest the Democrats to make it happen, and now the challenges will go to the court. But the thing we should realize about this entire drama is what we know from the history that made this a political possibility. And it was the lie about our democracy, that fraud is rampant in some way or other in our political system. And that is the lie. And Republicans have really lost their way across the board. And that's why I've said I don't think we support anybody from Justice of the Peace on up. And the Democrats in the House and the Senate, they had to lean on those too, but we've been over that. In Afghanistan, I suppose the lesson is, the worse the reason why you go into a place to join battle, to build a regime, to tell lies while you're there, the worse it is when you exit with your tail between your legs because you never should have been there, or so long, or for the purposes you were there. And that's what Biden is dealing with, as if the residue of all the decisions of the presidents before him, including the things they did wrong, Trump is one example, but this thing went on and should not have gone on. So they hit Biden with it. And Biden is up to the task. That's the thing that's interesting. And there's a chorus of Republicans attacking him and some Democrats still talking about having investigations on the Hill about it. And that's just wrong. Turning to our other big mess is the virus. And what now we're finding is that some of those who've been double vaccinated, who've had breakthrough infections, are getting sicker than expected or hoped for. So just be careful out there, because it's very possible that the Delta variant is such a different strain that the vaccine that we had for one reason isn't going to help us for this other reason, or not help us as much as hoped for. And everybody knows who's vulnerable, but we've seen this thing spares no one, and we still have all those children under 12 out there. Finally, we've talked about the infrastructure bill, and I have not been sanguine, shall we say, that it was going to work out well. And one of the reasons was the way they were staggering it. And now it appears that all the wealthy people in America who want to keep their taxes and don't want these reforms to happen, we've given them the time between now and September to attack the Hill in every way they can. So there's a big lobbying campaign to stop the $3.5 trillion bill that the Democratic caucus and the Senate hopes to pass with the help of those two Iran senators, Sinema and Manchin. I don't know if you can hear it, but the rain is now starting to come down a little more seriously. Thus my chapeau and a raincoat. Occasionally I do the right thing here. I hope to be traveling tomorrow up to Maine, and I don't know when I'll when I'll get on to talk to you, but I will be around tomorrow to talk about whatever crazy developments there are. You know, we'll have the Republicans beating Biden another day, and the talk show hosts all talking about it, and they won't be adding anything to it. They'll just be creating a stain on our ability to be positive and to make a difference for the better. Sad to say, but it's true. So be well. Get out in the rain if you want. It's kind of nice. And I'll talk to you tomorrow sometime. Bye-bye.